We'll talk about that.
It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Ian. This channel is all about music and art, and I run a small record label, and we are working our way through the 1001 songs to hear before you die. We're up to song number 10, and that is Bing Crosby, Brother Can You Spare a Dime. This song is, this recording is from 1932. I think the song was written a couple of years before that. It was written by J. Gordney and E.Y. Yip Harburg. So it was written in 1929 after the Wall Street crash, where we had the Great Depression in America, and it was actually written for a musical called Americana, and it stunned audiences and it completely overshadowed the rest of the show. It was plaintive and thundering, applauded the New York Times at the time. And there are other versions out there. Al Jolson did a Verdon, Rudy Valley did a cover, but it's Bing Crosby's version that has stood the test of time. Now we know Bing Crosby from as the Mr. Crooner, really, who did things like High Society and you know, those sort of performances, but this is I'm hoping this is going to be a bit edgy. I do know the song, I don't know it well, and I've never really paid an awful lot of attention to it, but let's have a listen.
They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed the mob. When there was earth to plow or guns to bear, I was always there, right on the job.
So the recording, I mean, it may be well have been cleaned up. There's not a huge amount of surface noise. We're still in the wonderful world of 78s. That first verse clearly is referencing the fact that men had had to go off to war and they'd fought for their country, and then they come back, and then we have this Great Depression, and there is, you know, they're basically, you know, left on the streets to beg, really.
They used to tell me I was building a dream with peace and glory ahead. Why should I be standing in line, just waiting for bread? Once I built a railroad, I made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime?
My first impression of the song is, and this is the first time I've really listened to it, and you know, I've never really taken any notice of it again. It's incredibly angry as a song, but I don't think Bing Crosby's performance of it is as dynamic or angry as it should be. So I think he's sort of missing the point to some extent. It's very smooth, and he's doing his crooning thing, but I don't think that's how this song should go, really. It's clearly incredibly an angry. There's an angry lyric there.
I built a tower up to the sun, brick and rivet and lime. Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodly-dum. 500,000 boots went slogging through hell, and I was the kid with the drum. Say, don't you remember, they called me Al. It was Al all the time. Why don't you remember, I'm your pal. Say, buddy, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, ah, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodly-dum. 500,000 boots went slogging through hell, and I was the kid with a drum. Oh, say don't.
I mean, you know, Bing Crosby's got a... Has Bing Crosby got a great voice? He was clearly incredibly popular, and that sort of crooning style appeared to an awful lot of people. It never really appealed to me. He's got a good voice. I don't think he's got a great voice. If we compare it to what we're listening to in the last video with Betty Smith and Louis Armstrong and those people, I don't really, personal opinion, might be controversial, but I don't think he's in that same class. He was much more pop orientated, shall we say. It's a good performance. It's not a great performance because I think he missed the point of the fact that the song needs to be more dynamic and more angry.
Remember, they called me Al. It was Al all the time. Say, don't you remember? I'm your pal. Buddy, can you spare a dime?
3 minutes, 12 seconds, you know. So, I mean, tell me what you think down below, if you like. I'm not convinced that it should have been in the 1001 Songs to Hear, if I'm honest. Certainly not that performance. Maybe there are better performances out there that really do nail the song. But that would be a miss from me, Bing. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Cheers now. Bye-bye.